comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Joe Random. And the buzz around him is really remarkable, certainly in high demand for autographs before and after games. A lot of talent and even more upside still there. Well struck, out to left. That one's gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And now they're out front. It's 1-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. Welcome back to Charlotte. Top of the 4th inning here.
The left fielder, Joe Random.
He swings and drives this one to deep left. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2. Safe at second with a double, 3rd hit of the afternoon. That pitch was absolutely smoked, but he put a little too much top spin on it to get it out of the yard. This broadcast is brought to you by Montresor Basement Design. Brick by brick, they'll help you secure what's important. Random, he's already homered in this ballgame. Oh, what a great play. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Runner at first, Joe Random, getting ready to hit. That one's socked to left field. It one-hops off the wall, could be trouble. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home, comes across to score. It's 7-1. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Joe Random. So 2 down. Next up for the Red Wings, Joe Random. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. That keeps the inning going. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. With that kind of hard contact, I'm sure he wishes he would have got underneath it a little more. Oh, and now this one is crushed way back there. And it is gone. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized the pitch early and belted it out. A frozen rope. And that's the end of the inning. Today's action is brought to you by Ralph's Weasel Emporium. If you've got mustelids, Ralph's is a must. Random, already a homer for him in this one. And that one hammered. Looks like extra bases. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. Go-ahead run on base. Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. He's already homered in this ballgame. That one is absolutely pummeled. 1 run comes in and off the base of the wall. Coming to the plate. He's safe. They clear the bases. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Random.
I love the chase and the hunt.
Comes into this one. So 2 down. Now up Joe Random, coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Hot shot to third. Throws to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. First and second here with nobody out. Random, 0 for 1 so far.
Clutch up. Drive him in for us.
Oh, great stop. There's one. And two. What a play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Random, the next to hit.
Random.
Line drive. In there for a base hit, and the bid for history is gone. The throw in to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. Disappointing to see the no-hit bid slip away, but it's been quite an effort so far. Really impressive work on the mound. Got to refocus now. Line drive, and that's just foul. The Knights up big in this game. Here in the top of the ninth. That's a base hit. And he's clearly locked in after... He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss. So 2 down. And here is Joe Random. Really strong hitting performance recently. 10 hits already in the series. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Now launches a throw way high. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. He was right on top of that pitch. Jumped off the bat, and the double was a pretty clear pop. To the warning track, to the wall, and touch them all. It's a home run. Blasted that one out of here. A solo blast. And they add on. It's 2-0.
Random.
Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Around second, on the way to third. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. And it finds its way through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. We go to the ninth. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first.
That's an out.
And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth. Top of the 12th. Coming up to the dish for Rochester, Joe Random.
Come on, Big, get your pitch. Let's go.
This one is labeled.
Come on, ball. Get out. Get up.
Gone! A 2-run blast is second of the night. And that's how they take the lead. It's 6-4. That pitcher's got to be feeling sick out there. The one thing they had to avoid, and a homer puts them behind. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Here in the 12th, the tying run in scoring position, but there are 2 outs. Swing and a liner into right field. Ball game. Random was outstanding in this one, helping them get on a 10-game hitting. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And that's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 2-out double. That was a nice swing he put on that one. It really jumped off the bat, and he comes away with the double. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Joe Random. 2 homers in yesterday's game. Probably feeling pretty good coming into this one. Swing, high fly down the right field line. Pulls it down. Runner tags and will move up to third. So with a runner at second and 1 away, Joe Random digs in now. 1 for 2. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Bashes this one to deep left center. Bangs off the wall. The run scores from second. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box. Wallops this one out towards right center. And that's an automatic double as it hops the fence. Runner at third, 1 away. Now at the dish, Joe Random. What a break for the defense as that one hops the wall. If it stayed in the yard, a run definitely scores on the play. Oh, what a great play. To first. And very nicely done for the out. We're back here at the ballpark. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Digging in for the Red Wings, Joe Random. This one is labeled. That one hops against the fence. Around first, hustling for 2. That's a double, makes it a 4-hit game. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Obviously.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy.
Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Joe Random. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over the last 10. Oh, what a great play. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. End of a half inning. Welcome back to Scranton Wilkes-Barre, top of the 4th inning. Hard ground ball, base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Now batting.
And once again, he collects a knock and extends his hitting streak another game. There's a little extra buzz in the stands for his games these days, and to be fair, there's a little extra buzz in the press box too. Hard not to get excited over the run he's on. This one is labeled.
Get up, get up!
And it hits the fence. Around first, hustling for two. The relay to second. The tag, out! An aggressive bit of base running there as he went for the double, but it cost him as he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. That keeps the inning going. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the... Joe Random, Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. With runners at first and second and nobody out, the defense will need to be sharp here. This one is labeled, should be extra bases. And it one-hops the wall. One run comes in, the second run scores. The tag at third, and he is out. This broadcast is sponsored by Hack and Slash Landscaping, cutting your lawn down to size for more than 30 years. Joe? Oh, and now this one is crushed way back there, and it is gone. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Random.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a base hit. That holds the runner at second base. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard.
Now
what a performance.
Left fielder.
Two away here, nobody on. Digging in for the Red Wings, Joe Random.
Hey, high. No balls, one strike.
The 0-1. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That's down, one hops off the wall. Around first, hustling for two. In safely with a double, second of the day. He's just unconscious at the plate these days. Another big game here. That's a really clean swing he put on that ball. Met it out front and pulled it in. Joe Random with... Coming up to the dish for Rochester, Joe Random. Perfect at the plate last night. 5 for 5. Out in front, ripped foul. Random measures 6'2", 22 years old, and he's got 4 homers over his last 10 games. Here comes the 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Fights it off, we'll see another. Oh, and 2 now. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 out. You gotta have guts to play third base because in situations like this, you have basically no reaction time. That's a huge effort right there. Way to come up big for your teammates. Foul ball there. Into the outfield, base hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. So up next, Joe Random. 1 for 2.
Random.
Hey, it's your turn. Drive him in.
That one ripped into right center. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Hard hit for a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. We go to the ninth. Leading off, Joe Random.
Joe Random.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. Out. And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth. Random made some big contributions for them in the win. Had 3 hits. Joe Random with a... So 2 down. Random digs in now. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. This one is labeled.
Come on, ball, get up.
That one's deep.
Get up.
That one is gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they lead it. It's 1-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for left field, getting pretty deep. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Coming around third. Comes across to score. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. That's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores on that one. That was a nice swing he put on that one. It really jumped off the bat, and he comes away with the double. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. Back in the first inning, he delivered a solo shot that I'm sure he's looking to build on here. Out to center. 2 up, 2 down. 1 down. Joe Random, the next to hit. He's already homered in this ball game. Oh, that one hit the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Great game at the plate, and he's certainly made a difference.
My life I has to fight.
Joe Random with a remarkable... So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Get out of here.
That's back there. And that one is out of here. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. It's often so difficult to get the bat to a hard fastball in that location, and even harder to hit with power. What a job right there to keep the hands in and smoke that one for a home. Well struck out to left. And it is gone. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Oh, what a great play. And the throw, nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe Random.
A frozen rope. And that's the end of the inning. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Joe Random, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. 2 homers in yesterday's game. Probably feeling pretty good coming into this one. Rips this one to short. Over to first.
He's out.
2 away. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Joe Random. Digging in now, currently a top 10 prospect amongst left fielders in all of minor league baseball. On to the next inning, stepping to the plate for Rochester, Joe Random.
You got it.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning.
Now batting, the first
So the
baseman.
hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and he's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like he comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been working. We'll see how he counters the inevitable adjustments from opposing pitchers. This one is labeled.
Ball, get out. Get up.
1 run is in, bangs off the wall, headed for the plate. The relay, he's safe. They clear the bases, and they trail by only 1. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. And now, Joe Random.
Random.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. Bangs off the wall. Now he turns for second. The throw in. Safe at second with a double, 3rd hit of the afternoon. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. And he just missed hitting that one out of here. Sure seemed like it had enough pop off the bat. Just didn't get it at the right launch angle. Great swing. Set for this one, his team leading their division. Can they continue to churn out wins? Random, the next to hit.
The left
Tearing
fielder.
it up at the plate
Joe
recently. More than 3
Random.
hits per game over this last stretch. A laser into the outfield. And there are 2 outs. No justice in this game. None at all.
Batting fourth.
He was all over that pitch, but might have been better off with a little blooper. Frustrating outcome, but a great swing.
Laser.
Base hit, center field. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. It's the large lad burgers
For the
big
Red Wings,
inning.
the
If
left
3 or
fielder,
more runs scored in the
Joe
bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be
Random.
exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. Hot shot to third. Over to first.
He's out.
1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Coming up to the dish for Rochester, Joe Random. 1 for 3. On the ground to
That's
the
a foul
left.
ball.
And foul ball. That 2-out single may prove critical, especially now that the 3, 4, 5 hitters may have a chance to do some damage. Absolutely unloads on this one to left field. Forget it. A home run. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run blast. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2. That homer just made this game a bit more interesting. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was. Joe Random getting locked in. So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And that's ripped for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Joe Random. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. That one is absolutely pummeled.
Get up.
One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Runner from second scores as they add on. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Smell like you've just played extra innings? Time to clean off with Sudsy Susie's body wash. Now with the scent and flavor of cilantro. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Seeing the ball very well in this game. Smoke that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Could be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. The throw in. Not gonna get him, he's in there. Bottom of the 8th. At the plate, Joe Random. That one smashed to left field.
Go ball. Stay up.
This one is gone. And with that, he reaches 50 runs batted in on the season. He has been a true asset to his team. Random really stood out in this. Joe Random with 5. So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. Looking to stay hot. Had 5 hits in last night's game. And a base hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Here comes the throw. In at second with a 2-out double. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they don't get the out. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and we're back here at the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. Swing and a liner into right field. The tying run is aboard. And he's clearly locked in after digging in for the Red Wings, Sal Stewart. Ground ball to short. This should do it. And that's the ball game. Random did well despite the loss. 3 hits.
Yeah. I'm saying
Joe Random with an Here's the left fielder, Joe Random. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. Way deep, and it is gone. Made them pay for that one. A 3-run home run, and they lead it. It's 3-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. It's been a tough game for him so far, yet another hit surrendered here in the early going. If he doesn't right the ship soon, he won't be in this game much longer. This one is labeled.
Oh, get up, get up.
And it hits the fence. Around first, hustling for 2. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. Runner at first. Now the left fielder, Joe Random. 4 for 4 with a homer, a double, and a pair of singles. Just missing the triple for the cycle.
Nice rip. You gotta
Hard
go.
hit for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Random was fantastic in the win. Racked up.
They always want my dreams.
Joe Random. Coming up to the dish for Rochester, Joe Random. He has been on fire as of late, and there's a ton of buzz in the org about him being called up. A swing. This one is hammered. It's got a chance to get out of here, and it's gone. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Hard hit left side. On to first, and there's one away. So with a runner at second and one away, Joe Random will hit next. Already a homer for him in this one. Rips this one to short. Throw to first in time. And he knows that's a wasted opportunity with a chance to do damage. He'll have to learn from it and do better next time. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. Skied to left, and this should do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Opposing pitchers would want to take note of how So 2 down. Joe Random getting ready to hit. Showing some real power recently. 4 homers so far in this series. And a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Random digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Comes in to score. Runner around third. And he's out. And that ends the inning. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Random picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And he's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Nice rip.
Ripped into center for a base hit. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting the first baseman.
Random did well in the losing effort. A 4-hit ball.
Debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lawrence Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Joe Random looking for his first big league hit right here. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. King headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. He beat the tag. And a 2-1 ball game now. One down, runner at first.